Hi, this is Red Band, and you're listening to Your Mom's House on the Death Squad Podcast Network. This episode and all the episodes of Death Squad can be found at deathsquad.tv. There you have links to subscribe to us on iTunes. There's ways to help us by donating, and there's also video components to some of the shows, not this one. And there are links to the guest, even though this one doesn't have any either. This is a special Your Mom's House. They did it from wherever they did it from. They just emailed it to me, and I have no idea what they even talk about on this episode, so they might be making fun of my face the whole time. It might be a big old practical joke on them. Anyways, here is Your Mom's House.
My phone on silent.
I don't wanna be right if sucking cock is wrong.
Oh, is that the words?
Yeah.
That's
I don't
beautiful.
wanna be right
If
sucking cock is wrong.
That's beautiful.
That, I have to give full disclosure, I didn't write that song.
You didn't.
That was written by my good buddy, Billy Hayes. He's a wonderful, talented songwriter, and I just wanted to congratulate him. I think that song's like up to number 4 or 5 on the charts this week.
Easily. Now, didn't Billy Hayes also invent OxyClean?
No, you're thinking of Billy Mays.
I
You're
think
getting
I
your Billies confused.
Do you remember that Louis C.K. one? Remember what was that thing we watched when he was on a panel with Chris Rock?
Oh, yeah, the HBO thing?
Yeah, and Louis C.K.'s like, the best thing I ever heard in an open mic was this guy on a guitar, and he was bombing terribly.
Oh, right.
And then he starts to sing,
Sitting
on a cock 'cause I'm gay.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah, and they all had a huge debate.
That's the best.
But the best was that it's still the funniest thing to him, and they were like, what do you mean that's the funniest thing? He's like, it still makes me laugh.
Yeah.
And it's not like some brilliant deconstruction of something. It's just,
Yeah. I
it's
think
just,
that's making sounds, Mommy.
that's fine that it's making a
Air
sound.
conditioners?
Yeah, so what? We're hot.
Oh my god. It's summertime, that's why.
We
It's
haven't
summertime in LA.
Properly mommied out
No,
yet.
we have not. We're doing today, instead of a mom cast, a couch cast from the mommy's house.
From the Mommy Palace. Hello, Mommy.
Hello, mommy.
Good mommy to you.
The village de mommy, if you will, in
We
Silver Lake.
are home. We couldn't make it to the studio, so that means no video, just audio.
Yeah. But we couldn't make it because Mr. Segura, the main mommy, is going to Montreal, Canada, tomorrow.
For the Just for Laughs, the prestigious Just for Laughs Comedy
Very
Festival. I'm very excited about it.
This is
It's
your
always
second
fun.
time back. This isn't even your first time.
Right, second time, yeah. I did it in 2007. I did the New Faces, and now I'm an old face. So I'm going back for the Old Faces
You're an old
show.
mommy. Old face. Is that what they call it?
They call it the Old Faces.
Your old fuck face. Old fuck faces.
Yeah.
Well, Montreal, for those of you not in the stand-up world, it's a very prestigious, very coveted festival, if you will. And comedians go, and back in the day, back in the 80s, I think, even in the 90s, if you
90s
went
too,
to
yeah.
Montreal and you did well, sometimes you would come home with, like, a development deal. And I think there's still some of that, but if anything, it's
I think it's
different now, yeah?
very rare. It used to be you could just go to Montreal, do a 7-minute set, and they'd be like, "Here's $200,000. Like, we want to work with you."
Oh my god!
And that's why it was such a thing to get on a New Faces lineup, especially.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you have a chance to lock it up. Like,
Yeah.
you might get a deal.
You might get a fucking ton of cash from 7 minutes. Back
Yeah.
in the day.
And it basically, I mean,
Not
I'm pretty sure what happened, this wasn't a New Faces deal, but I think about 10, 12 years ago, maybe a little more than that, that's how Kevin James got on.
Really?
Yeah,
Wait,
he was
got on. Like, what did he
like
get?
got
a
on,
development
like
deal?
put on. Yeah, like
Like he ate some spare ribs. He put it on.
no,
Just kidding. He's fat.
his brother,
Yeah.
Gary Valentine's a comic,
Oh, I love
really
Gary
nice guy, really funny guy, and he was doing Montreal, and he was like, I want my brother to open up for me because he was doing like a bigger, like a gala or something.
Oh.
And they're like, nah. And he was like, no, I want my brother to open for me. And then executives saw his brother named Kevin James, and they're like, we want to work with that guy.
Oh my god.
And so he got a deal. I believe he got a deal out of Montreal, and it eventually became Like, there was some crazy turn of events where it wasn't the show, or the show was King of Queens that they, pitched to him, but that was turned down by one of the networks. It was like, we don't want that show.
Wait,
so he went out to another show.
Originally, it was called Fat Guy, Little Wife, and then they were like, that's not creative enough.
King of Queens.
It's UPS Fat Guy, Little Wife.
No, but can you believe that
sitcom,
a network... Why
What?
do I have to be a fat guy?
No, not fat. You're not as fat as you used to be.
You're not as fat as you
were,
used to
but
be.
now but we're kind of the big guy, little mommy role.
Why are you taking it there? I was trying to tell a story about Kevin James.
I'm sorry. Kevin James is fascinating, but we're more fascinating than
But I'm telling
Kevin
the story.
fucking
I'm
James.
giving...
I'm sorry. Continue, sweetness.
I'm trying to say...
You're so hairy and adorable.
Why are you doing this?
Because you're cute.
Why are you railroading this conversation?
You're so fucking cute. He's sitting here in his tank top and his wife beater with his hairy chest and his man panties. It's really cute. We're on our couch. What are you doing, Bear?
I'm looking for the paper.
Oh, god damn it. I'll get it. Well, where did it fucking go? Oh.
Well, that's what I just...
I'm sorry. So, go ahead. Kevin
No, I was just
James.
making the point that at some point,
Yeah.
he that show was passed on by a network.
Of course.
And another network scooped it up. Like, I think the production company... Like, it's like, I'm not saying this specifically, so if you know the right answer, then you just know it. You could tell people. But it was something like, it was like Warner Brothers produced, and then like NBC was like, had it, and they were like, we don't want that shit. So then CBS was like, we'll take it, and then it became like a 10-year hit.
Funny.
So...
By the way, I love those stories of like, so-and-so passed on it. And
Yeah.
now, what was that story we were talking about? Sean Connery, that he turned down Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, he doesn't understand the script.
That's the best.
But it wasn't just that he turned down it, that Peter Jackson wanted him so badly to do Lord of the Rings that he said, I'll give you essentially 15% of box office receipts just to be a part of this film. And he was like, this is nonsense. Like, I don't understand this story.
You're the man now, dog.
There's wizards, dog. So he passed, and if he had taken the deal, he would have earned something like $400 million from the movie. From the 3 movies.
But I'm really glad that he did Finding Forrester, though, because he may not have done Finding Forrester.
But he was able to say,
you're the man now, dog.
that was the best line ever.
That was the best line.
That was him relating to a young black kid. Remember? Like the street kid was like, yo. And then, so the way that he connected with him was like, you're the man now, dog.
I love it. I love when white educators
And somebody
connect with
made a
urban kids.
website that it just loops that.
You're
It
the
just
man now,
loops,
dog.
you're the man now, dog.
You're the man now, dog.
Oh, man. So
It's how
good.
embarrassing is that? I can't wait to make a shitty... Well, I've made some shitty television shows, but I haven't made a shitty movie yet. I can't wait to ruin my career.
Oh, yeah, to do something terrible.
So,
well,
Montreal.
Montreal.
We were
So,
talking, yes.
yeah, so I'm doing like a few shows. I'm going to do a storytelling show with Ari. I'm doing...
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like an added bonus for me. Like, he's doing it there, and he invited me to do one, so I'll do that. And then there is a, what's it called? I'm doing like Best of the Fest. It's like showcase shows, so it'll be like a bunch of comics, and then I'm doing the HBO Canada show. So one of my sets will be broadcast on HBO in Canada.
That's awesome.
Canada only, though. So that'll be cool. Hopefully it goes well.
I wonder if you'll see the Peters there.
He'll be there. He'll be there. So anyways, basically, though, I feel like that festival shifted. It's still like, one of the biggest, if not the most prestigious, but it's essentially a chance for everybody to get together, party a lot, go to shows, see shows, but it's almost like it's for the big dogs. Like, it's like, like it's where Louis can like show a new hour off,
So cool.
like before he, tours with it or something. And there's a lot of big name shows there. The New Faces thing, it's always cool and exciting to be a part of, but I don't know if it really... The thing is, with the way that this industry works now, like, you're not new when you get there. Like, they all know you.
No.
I feel like before it used to be like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
But I don't know who the list is for this year, but I guarantee you at least of the L.A. new faces, we know them all,
right.
and I'm sure everybody in the industry knows them all.
Oh, well, I'm doing some festival in New York, the Lucy Festival, for Lucille Ball's 100th birthday, and I'm being described as an up-and-comer. And it's like, well, technically, I guess, to the industry I am, but I've been around for 10 years. Like,
Yeah.
I've been doing stand-up for 10 years. And I feel like with the new faces, too, you're like, wait a minute, that guy's been doing stand-up for, like, at least 7 or 8 years
Yeah.
before you're considered a new face. So it is one of those little industry quirks, I guess. But it should be fun. I mean,
Well, without question, it's fun. I'm not saying it's not fun. The festival is fun. The staff that runs it is great. It's like the best, like organization running a festival, and you have a great time. I mean, I had a great time before. I'm sure I'll have a great time this week. But it goes back to like what it used to mean to go in like the 90s and stuff. And I say used to because you literally would go and do a set like you're doing a set here in town at a club.
Yeah.
And leave with a 6-figure deal. And one of the reasons, I mean, I guess there's a lot of reasons those things didn't pan out, but one of the last big ones that went out to a comic named Michael Roof, who was also known as Chicken. And I guess that was one of his, like that was a nickname / character name.
Did he like do a chicken?
He might have had a chicken character that like came out on stage. I never knew him. I know some people that knew him, and he did 7 minutes or 8 minutes at Montreal, and he got a $500,000 development deal.
That's crazy. But what was the act? Was it like, I'm a chicken? And then he flaps his wings, and they're like, phenomenal, you'll get $1 million.
It was very high energy, very big, very physical act. I forget what aspect of it was chicken, but it was $500,000, which is a tremendous amount of money for an unproven.
Still is,
especially for like unproven talent. Like you don't really know what this person's capable of.
Yes.
But basically, what he was capable of was doing that set and killing in the room, which kind of just shows you like that doesn't necessarily equate.
No.
Bigger things. Sometimes. Killing for 7 minutes is just killing for 7 minutes.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's hard to find a proper vehicle for somebody's act. I know, like Dave Attell, who's one of our favorite comedians of all time.
For sure.
I mean, that guy, I don't think could find a TV home for quite a while before Insomniac came around.
Yeah.
I mean, here's one of the funniest comedians, hands down. It's like, well, what do you do with a Dave Attell? He's not really like a sitcom-y dad.
Right.
He's not the UPS guy. He's this gruff, kind of boozy, fucking derelict, and he's awesome.
They eventually found the thing.
They did.
Yeah. But
And
unfortunately,
Geraldo's was hard too, like
they
that.
didn't get that thing. I mean, from what I understood, I talked to him one time about why they didn't keep the show going, because the show was immensely popular, and that was kind of the answer. The show was so immensely popular that they couldn't go anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they would get swarmed by people that wanted to be on,
over.
and they just, like, they only did that show for like 3 or 4 seasons. But that show did give him a ton of exposure. But back to the development thing, it's like they would get people to do, like I said, these sets. You get your development deal, and then it's like, let's try to get something going with you. And then a lot of times it just wouldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, it's
and so they're
devastating.
wasting money, basically, is what they felt
They're
like.
wasting money because the executives, what they love to do is, we love Chicken. So here's what happened to poor Chicken. We love Chicken. Isn't he fantastic? He has the most phenomenal 7 minutes, and everybody talks about Chicken. Have you seen Chicken? Oh, it's fantastic. Let's throw money. And then they try to develop something for Chicken, but the people that develop stuff generally sometimes aren't the best creative minds in the world. So then this wonderful comedian, I don't know if he was wonderful, but let's say he was, gets caught up with people and they create some piece of shit, dog shit mobile.
Yeah, I don't even know if
vehicle.
they gave him, they must have tried multiple things.
Of course.
And he did have moderate success as far as he was able to get in some things. Like he was in Black Hawk Down. Like he was
he's an actor, yeah.
Right, I'm saying he got a role in that. He got a role in Triple X State of the Union, like when Ice Cube took over for Vin Diesel.
I love that movie.
That's one of your favorites.
Oh, God.
That poster's still in the room.
Ice
so
Cube
weird.
and Vin Diesel.
No,
and,
Vin Diesel's not in it.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I get them confused, Vin Diesel and Ice Cube. Oh, they're such good actors. But anyway, so the point of the story with Chicken is that he got all this money. He got this huge development deal, and it kind of didn't pan out the way for him that he wanted to.
Well, he worked some, but I think obviously he thought he was on a different trajectory as far as career.
Yeah.
We all do. But he was expecting, especially with that kind of validation, a much bigger career. Sure. And so he had a few acting parts, these things we're talking about. He's been in a couple other things. And then he didn't really get much more work after some of those things. And then I guess it was last year. No. It was 2 years ago. 2009, I think.
Is that when it happened?
Yeah. And then 2009, he killed himself.
Oh. Now, this isn't the guy. No, there was a guy that jumped off the Hilton next to the Comedy Store. This is not the same guy.
No.
So Chicken killed himself, and Doug Stanhope blogged about this, I think, in retort to Kyle Cease.
He did?
Yeah. Well, Kyle Cease is a comedian. I don't know if you know him, and he started like this comedy school, and a lot of comedians really hate comedy school. They think it's a big ripoff. And Doug Stanhope wrote this really, really funny blog entry on his website against kind of Kyle Cease. I mean, hold his
yeah.
And scathing. It was really funny. And he also wrote about Chicken and how, you really can't rely on the industry to kind of validate and make your career. It's not about that. And this poor guy, I think Chicken was bipolar too.
He was. I didn't mention that.
He had some underlying issues, and God bless him. And I get it. This business can make you want to fucking kill yourself a few times.
He hung himself outside in front of a school, like an elementary school.
Oh, you're kidding.
Mm-hmm. So these kids just walked out of school and then...
Fucking he went out with a bang. He traumatized a generation.
Of children, for sure.
God, Amy Winehouse is dead too, man.
Yeah.
That's a fucking huge bummer. I really like that broad.
I liked it too,
she
but it's really not surprising, though. I gotta say. I'm not saying that to be cold or callous, but, like, there's some people, if someone said, guess what, Andy Dick, he OD'd last night, you wouldn't be floored by it. Sorry, Andy. But
it still sucks. It's
it sucks, but I'm saying, like,
I know.
When she, there's more surprising that, she is dead. They don't have the autopsy reports back, but I don't think we're going to be surprised.
My money's on the heroin.
I think it's a mixture of everything. Yeah.
What's your money on? What do you think?
It's a mixture of pills, alcohol, and drugs all together. That's what it is. It's probably like heroin, like 3 or 4 prescription pills, and alcohol.
That is so crazy that...
Yeah,
it's
really
so cool.
young.
Like, because Tommy and I, this mommy and I, we love to watch Celebrity Rehab, and, like, I feel like every time we watch that show, Tommy, aren't we, like, amazed that people even try heroin?
Yeah, heroin's a real fucking... That's a ballsy move, man.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts, right?
It's really a ballsy move because of the hardware necessary to try it.
Yeah,
like, when you smoke weed or something, someone's just like, look, here's the thing, the drugs, here's the weed.
Yeah.
Now you need a pipe and fire.
That's it.
And, like, you normally have fire, so if you're if you'd never had before... All you got to do is get a hold of a pipe or some rolling papers, right?
Right.
Because everybody's can find matches or a lighter. So you don't really, but like when you get into heroin, you're talking about, all right, man, here's the heroin. What you're going to need to do, like you probably have a spoon. So you just take that and you have your fire. Then you're gonna boil it. Then you get a needle.
What?
Then you have like either a belt strap or something to wrap around your arm. Like there's a lot going into this.
No, it's not a belt strap. They always use that rubber tube.
The tube
like,
thing.
Where do you fucking find a rubber tube?
You have to be really committed and curious and and like really like.
You have to go to a medical supply store and find a rubber tube. And then some needles. Where the fuck? I don't even know where to get a fucking needle.
And it's like, there's so many drugs before heroin that are so effective.
Yeah.
Like, when are those not
Beer's
good
pretty
enough?
good.
No, but I'm saying, like, you can get high as shit without injecting yourself.
Sure, I've done it.
For it to be like, that's not enough. I need a next level of this shit.
Yeah.
It really is. It's kind of surprising.
It's sad. It's a bummer. I as a comedian, you're supposed to make fun of everything, but when I see a beautiful young girl, talented is all shit. I mean, she really had a gift.
Man, she really did.
It is devastating to see her withering away over the years, and I don't think it's something.
And they tried. People tried to help her. Apparently, she was checked in last week, and she checked herself out.
Yeah. She left on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then they found her on
Friday,
Saturday.
right?
No,
Saturday
morning. It was Saturday afternoon, so Saturday morning our time. I don't know who found her. Maybe.
No, I think it was Friday.
Parents? Oh fuck!
I think it was Friday.
It's so devastating, and she was so close to her parents and stuff, and
they're really that's actually the part that I feel the worst, especially because her parents have been in the public the last few years. Like you always see them, they're commenting on stuff.
Yeah,
you really
close.
feel bad for the girl, man. I mean, she's you know what? Really though, this is something I think everybody's obsessed with this in our field. Is it really puts into your mind like accomplishments by a certain age. When you think about like she's dead at 27.
I'm such a loser.
I go, man, like that really is what uber talent is. Like she is.
Yeah.
It's like it's over. Like she's done.
Yeah.
Dead. 27.
Yeah.
She won Grammys and stuff at like 25.
Oh yeah.
Right? Or no, maybe before then. It was a few years. It was 06, I think, when she won Grammys. So that's 5 years ago?
Yeah, dude.
So she was 22?
Yeah. What the fuck were you doing
at 22 years old?
Oh.
I was here. I came here, I think, I was 22 when I got here. I was definitely playing with my dick at 22.
Crushing dick.
Not crushing dick. Playing with my dick.
Crushing your own dick.
Crushing my own dick, yeah. And I wasn't winning Grammys at all.
I wasn't winning Grammys. No, I wasn't winning anything.
Like that's amazing. It's amazing.
Kurt Cobain was 27 when he died. They're saying too.
Yeah. That's the 27. That
Curse.
stupid thing. The 27 club.
But that is.
I guess Alanis Morissette too was 20.
Alanis Morissette.
Isn't that her name? Oh, Janis Joplin.
Janis Joplin.
They're the same. Well, you have both of their posters up.
Dude, what are you talking? Both of their posters.
You have the
Tommy?
Alanis poster here,
How
and then you
dare
have the
you.
Janis Joplin one there.
Babe, you know I only love one
confused.
band. You know a band I love.
Oh yeah,
What
In Too
band?
Deep.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, sorry, Jodeci.
Stupid Jodeci. Can I tell you? I borrowed my husband's car 2 weeks ago. I never drive his car because I don't understand it. And I'm listening to his pre-tuned radio stations. You know when you push like number 1, number 2. And I realized that my husband is a 12-year-old girl, specifically a 12-year-old black girl who listens to like Mary J. Blige and what other hits? SWV.
Is that right? What song did you buy last night? What did you use your iTunes to buy?
I will admit that I love Mary J. because I find her very inspirational and very real. She keeps it real. And I downloaded that song where she's talking about like, and I'm gonna be in a
That's perfect. Oh, it's beautiful.
Woo!
Just want some shrimp.
She is not singing about shrimp.
Yes, she is. You have to read the lyrics.
She is not singing about
I like shrimp scampi, peeling, eating, deep fried, all different types.
She is not singing about
Get the cocktail sauce and the drawn butter.
and a peel and a eat and a peel and a eat. And
There's different types of scrimps. That's the song.
I will eat some shrimp.
With you.
Woo!
Shrimp.
That's terrible. It's so racist.
Crabfish, shellfish, scallops, and lobster. I like to eat my scrimps.
How dare you insinuate that Mary J. Blige only eats seafood and shrimps because she's black? Is that what you're
That's
saying?
not what I'm saying at all.
Well, what are you saying?
Why
Tommy?
can't somebody just enjoy? I love seafood. Who do you know likes seafood more than me?
You do, because you know why?
Why?
Because you're a 12-year-old black girl and you love Mary J. Blige seafood.
And seafood? No,
You do love seafood.
Right. So why?
You're a bear.
If I were a singer, I would have a song about seafood or specifically shrimp. Right. So why
That's
is it
not your favorite seafood, and you and I both know that.
my favorite seafood?
What's your favorite?
Oh, salmon.
You love salmon because you're a bear.
Uh huh.
But what other one you like?
Lobster?
When you go home to Florida.
Oh, stone crab?
Yeah.
I like stone crab,
You
yeah.
love crab, don't you? Cute.
Crush the stone crab all the time,
my.
and I like to eat those crabs. I don't see how that's offensive at all.
Put butter and garlic on it, garlic on it. Woo! I love that song.
The song's
I
great.
love
It's called
Mary
Just
J.
Fine, and it's really an uplifting, happy song.
Just fine with shrimp.
It's called Just Fine, put a little shrimp on the side. And it's a great song.
It is. It puts you in the best. Like, even if you're in the shittiest mood and you put in fucking Mary J. Blige, it's all good.
That song is, well, not all her songs will put you in the best
No,
mood. But,
she's awesome. I love
but she's
her.
an amazing
tragedy.
talent. We were just saying
She's the
that
best.
I would buy tickets to go see her live. I bet
Yeah,
that.
buddy.
I don't want any more drama in my life. I just want to move. I want to find a man that just loves me.
That's a jam, too. And she's like, come on, everybody, get your shrimps, and everybody stand on the disco. What's that one?
Come on, everybody, get your shrimps.
Yeah.
That's not the song.
Come on, everybody, because everything you're gonna do. That one, you know?
No.
Come on, everybody, get your shrimps.
No. What is that
You know
one?
what I'm talking about.
No.
Yeah, come on. Melodrama in our lives. That's what she's singing about.
Yeah.
What's the chorus? Go down and percolate and shrimps all
Oh
over.
yeah,
That
yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's a
Yeah, I
good
know
one.
what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Oh, she's all jams. She's all the hits, man.
she is.
And actually, she really is, because she went through a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
She was an alcoholic.
Who
She had
hasn't?
abuse. But I
Oh.
mean, her songs, she really is an artist that, like, really sings from the heart, and,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you can actually feel
I
a
love
connection with her. That's true.
I love that. I love fucking damaged people. Can I tell you my favorite people are like recovering heroin addicts, and like I love
You
Anthony.
love
I
recovering
love
heroin
it.
addicts.
I love anybody that's had severe fucking adversity. It's why I love like Anthony Bourdain is like a recovering heroin addict turned like chef, and Andrew Zimmern, by the way, is a recovering heroin addict, but he's not as cool because he doesn't like cop
Yeah.
up to it. He pretends to be normal.
Yeah.
I like problems.
No, I see what you're saying. I like that too. The thing about somebody who's, we're all flawed, but somebody who has their flaws and they got over them, but they're
Yeah.
heavily flawed
Yeah.
and they are open about it.
Yeah, it's the best.
There's an immediate attraction to that type of person.
It's the best.
Because they're wearing it on their sleeve. They're saying like,
Yeah.
you know, hey, I used to have all these fucking problems.
Yeah.
But the thing is that most people don't like to admit to having had
Right,
problems.
because it makes you look weak and stupid. Like Joey
Right.
Diaz, right now, Tommy and we've been talking about Joey Coco Diaz.
Yeah.
Because he did shows with him last
Yeah.
week with Joe Rogan and them at the Ice House. And we love Joey Diaz because he's so crazy.
Oh, my
He has
God.
the best story.
Right. Well, that's another example of that.
Yeah, it's
Somebody who
awesome.
has
It's awesome.
made countless mistakes.
Yeah.
And but is like doesn't act like everything has just gone stellar. Like
It's just fine, fine,
right.
fine.
He doesn't do that. He tells you the truth.
Yeah.
So you can't help but feel like somebody who goes, no, I fucked up. You know?
Oh, I
when somebody goes,
totally
I fucked
agree.
up, then you go like, well, you go inside, you're like, oh, I fucked up too. But
Oh, yeah.
and then they tell you, and you're like, oh, I guess it's okay. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that's what it is. But with him, it just also happens to be so crazy and so hilarious. I don't even want to tell any of his
him.
stories because I just want to have him come on
Wait,
and tell his
He
stories.
has a podcast, too. With
No,
Ari.
he does. No, not with Ari. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's his podcast?
His podcast he does with another comedian is called Beauty and the Beast.
But is it on Death? Is it
No,
on
it's
Death
not on-
Squad?
it's not on Death
Oh,
Squad.
okay, never mind then. Fuck
No.
him.
Fuck him?
I'm just kidding. Of course not. Fuck Joey. I love him. Well, we were just talking to Joey, and like in passing, this is why I love him so much. We were at Red Band's house, and Joey was like, "Yo, you had that Cuban restaurant?" He's like telling us where to eat.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll go down there and I'll order the chicken, and I go off the
pork,
points.
the pork.
Oh, the pork. And I say, fuck the points.
Yeah.
But don't have the plantain. Like I love that he knows that you're on Weight Watcher. Like he's assuming that you know what the points are.
What the points are,
That's
yeah.
the fucking cutest
Yeah.
thing ever.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, he's rad. But you know why I love you, Tommy?
Why? Because I'm a fat guy like Kevin James. We can have our own show called, you said, The Fat Guy and the Little
The
Wife.
fat guy and the tiny wife. Yeah.
Why do I have to be that fat, though?
You're not that fat anymore.
You just said anymore.
Well, you got husky right when we got married.
Husky?
Just
No, I'm husky.
but adorable.
No, I was a fat pig.
But I like big guys. You know that.
No,
I don't
that
like
was fat.
little
What are you
fucking-
digging on over there? You're really
Don't
digging
look
in.
at my pot because I stepped in tar at the beach on
Yeah.
Thursday. and like it's kind of fucked up. I'm so mad that I stepped in tar. Like, why should I go to the beach and I have to fucking step in your oil drilling? And it ruined my flip-flops, my beautiful Target flip-flops with the glitter on them. And now it's screwing up my foot a little bit.
All right.
But, so I love Tommy because when we first started dating, I went to his house where he would sleep on a mattress on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And I go use a shower, and he didn't even use soap at the time. Sweetie, what did you use to wash your body with?
Shampoo.
You shampooed your crotch?
Yeah, of course.
And what about your a-hole and your...
Shampoo.
Are you fucking serious?
Well, there's hair everywhere, so how is that not effective?
I guess that
I'm
is
covered in
logical.
hair. I'm just washing it.
So gross. So back in his bachelor pad, in Valley Village in L.A., and I would go and I would hang out with him, and I noticed that his artwork was really fucking, troubling. Like, my husband has a picture of a guy eating a human body. The head is missing, and he's got the arm in his mouth, and it's bloody, and it's not normal. And it's, what is it called?
It's
some
called
Mexican thing.
No, it's called Saturn devouring his son. And it's one of the dark paintings from Goya. He had a period where he was like losing his mind, and they call them the dark paintings. There's like 13 of them. See, I studied Spanish art in college when I was studying in Madrid.
Strip club stuff.
So I would go to museums every week because we would have class at the museum, and these always appealed to me the most, the dark ones, because I just found them the most interesting. I just liked them the most.
Why?
I thought.
No, but what about blood and Venus devouring his son? Saturn eating his son appeals to you on a what? Why does it tug your heartstrings?
I just like it because it's crazy, and it's like it's inappropriate. It's out of line. It's totally over the line.
So inappropriate.
Yeah. So, but now, of course, we learned in our class that there are different theories on Goya's dark paintings. Like that one in particular, one of my professors thought that it symbolized
mental illness.
No, Saturn symbolized the queen at the time, and that her son is Spain, and that she's devouring Spain. She's ruining Spain with her power and her choices, essentially, at the time. So it was a symbolic thing. But you could also just look at it as a guy eating his kid, I guess.
Well, because when I saw it, I've never seen that piece of art. And when I saw it for the first time, I thought, Tom's mentally ill.
Did you really think that?
I did. I swear to God.
Did you really?
I promise you.
You were like, that's fucked up.
Can I tell you, because there were a few red flags early in our relationship, but they were minimal. Like, okay.
Minimal. Okay.
A guy with just the mattress on the floor.
That's weird. I give you that.
That's a dog bed. That's not even a person's bed.
Right, it's
That's
a dog
dog's
mattress.
Sleeping.
Yeah.
But I liked you enough that I thought, well, he's a dude. This is his dude place. And then no soap. It's kind of duty. But the paintings, I thought, well, this surely is a flag that he is a serial killer, and eventually he will try to murder me. And I actually brought it up today with my therapist. I'm in therapy, dealing with my mommy issues and my dark past.
Wait, can we take a step back before you tell us this, though?
Why? What do you need to know?
Well, I want to ask you, because this is years later, at the time, what justified staying with a serial killer that you think is going to kill you? You must have just been like, he really gives the loving good or something. Because I just smashed it so well?
Because you crushed it?
Yeah, why would you okay that?
Interesting. Well, I don't like perfection in people. Mm-hmm. I think that I like a little weird beard.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. So I knew that you were a good soul, and that you were a smart guy, and that you were very funny and very talented, and you were going places. And I guess that dark shit everybody has, right? But at least you externalized it.
You were still like, he might kill me.
He might kill me. I still think he might kill me.
Why do you still think I might kill you?
Because you watch all those fucking murder shows.
A lot of people do. They're on their shows.
No, but you're watching it to take copious notes to see how they kill people.
All right, sure.
Look, you're getting an erection just fucking thinking about it.
I don't have an erection.
Your penis is semi-hard.
No, it's not.
Just talking about murdering me.
It's not semi-hard.
Yes, it is.
No,
I'm looking
not.
at your panties. Oh, okay. Okay, it's completely flaccid. I'm sorry, listeners. But I don't like murder shows. I don't like cop shows. I don't like hospital.
I love them.
It freaks me out.
I love all of them.
Of course you do, because you secretly want to maim and murder and rape and kill.
No, I don't.
Just like that show last night. Who the bleep did I marry?
Oh, yeah. But wait, what did your therapist say?
So anyway, okay, so I was in therapy today, and I was talking. Oh, I was asking my therapist because she's gonna move offices. I was like, so are you gonna bring artwork in, and what kind of artwork? And then it got to the topic of, do you think artwork is very telling of a person? And I think it is, because what you choose to surround yourself with is what's going on inside of your head. And I told my therapist that when I met my husband, he had all these bloody, disgusting, horrifying images everywhere. And I said to her, do you think he's mentally ill? Do you think my husband might want to kill me?
Yeah.
And you're lucky today because she said no. She thinks that it doesn't always mean that you want to kill people. It's just something you like. It's your thing.
No, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
There's a few things that make me happier than looking at those paintings.
There's children's laughter.
Mm-hmm. No, I really enjoy looking
Your
at those
firstborn.
paintings.
No, I know. I can see you right now.
Yeah.
Because so what I did is, when we moved into this new house that we live in now, I took those pictures out of hiding because I hated them for so many years. And now they're in our living room, and they're prominently displayed. So if you ever come over to our home, you can see Tommy's favorite Goya murder visions. And they're here in our living room.
Have you ever showed them to somebody that was bothered by them?
Everybody's bothered by them. Everybody. Nobody thinks that's normal. Not one friend of mine is like, those are really cool. Everyone kind of ignores it. Everybody's like, oh, those are Tommy's? Nobody.
Like who said something?
Thinks. I think Susie Meister, my friend Susie, saw them, and she was like, those are interesting. And Sarah Burns, my friend Sarah Burns, who we've had on the show, she was like, yeah, that's interesting. Like, nobody's like, those are amazing.
They are amazing.
Amazing in not healthy ways.
This one's great, too.
What is that one? That one's terrible.
Those are the two old people eating.
Ugh. I'm going to put this on our Tumblr page so you guys can see what we're talking about. And you judge for yourself, listener. If you
What about the one I got? There's that one in the bedroom that I got in Argentina, that sad face.
That's so sad. It's so sad. Everything you choose to hang on your walls is like...
It's a beautiful painting.
Sad
You're not going to say
face
that's a beautiful painting?
of a very sad woman who looks like she just lost her husband, her home, her dog.
But it's a beautiful painting, though.
It's not beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Listen, let me tell you what I have on the wall. If you look to
Bullshit.
our right,
Bullshit.
Listen, I have Toulouse-Lautrec. Oh, where is it? Is it Lautrec? Yes, Toulouse-Lautrec, the blonde, beautiful party girl. I have a French Revolution poster.
You have
Ceci n'est pas un pipe.
Ceci n'est pas un pipe.
This is not a pipe.
Yeah.
That's Magritte, about challenging image versus reality. And then you have murder, 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 death, death, death. Unbelievable.
Love that stuff.
You're mentally ill.
No, I'm not. I'm just...
Unbelievable.
That's bullshit. I think it's great.
No, it's okay. I still love you, despite your need to kill, your bloodlust. Do you think you could kill, though? Like, if someone was threatening me, would you just love to, like... God, we probably shouldn't have this conversation on tape in case it happens, you know?
Yeah, let's move on to something else. I have thought about that, and I don't think good thoughts.
Really? Like, if some guy was like you walked in and there's a guy who was, like, assaulting me.
Oh, I've thought about it a lot.
And what would you do?
I don't want to talk about it.
You're serious?
Seriously.
You'd fucking... I'd go crazy too, right?
Yeah, I've thought about it a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
I've thought about it a lot. Like, if somebody was like I show up somewhere and then somebody was like, oh, some guy just, like, shoved Christina, I'll, like, rage out, like,
Good.
black out and
You'll
rage.
Hulk out.
Yeah.
Good. And let every man hear that in the world. So
Well,
that nobody
no, I don't
fucks
want
with me.
I don't. No, that might.
No, I want them to hear that.
I don't think people are out to get you, so
No,
we
but
don't
I'm
really.
just saying, in case there's a lunatic out there that just hates me or something. Just
Well,
be aware.
maybe he sees it as a challenge now.
Oh, well, I don't want to challenge you.
I'm not trying to challenge anybody. I'm just saying that I think everybody's like that. Nobody wants to see their wife or mother or something get, fucked with.
No.
It makes anybody lose their mind.
No, it would. But it would be nice just to snap somebody's neck, right,
Yeah,
Tommy?
sure, it would be fun. I always picture, though, like, I'd like to, like, tie somebody up, you know?
What do you mean?
Like, if somebody was really fucking with you,
Yeah.
I would love to, like, tie them up and torture them, you know? Like, do, like, a bunch of experiments on them. Like, slowly kill them. That's what I think about.
Wait, I've got an idea. Would you, like, dig a pit, and then you put the girl down there, and then have, like, a bucket, and then you put, like, lotion in this bucket, and then you lower it down?
No, I meant, like hang her upside down and try to build my spaceship, and then...
Wait a minute.
What?
That sounds really familiar.
Oh, yeah, we saw a movie yesterday.
Don't even bring it up.
You were really upset, huh? It seemed like you got more upset the more we talked about it. Like, you weren't upset, and then we started talking about it, and you got really upset.
I hate it.
We saw Super 8. We hadn't seen it. We went and saw it yesterday.
Super crap.
Super crap. You're really upset by it, man.
Can I tell you why? Because
Sure.
it felt like movies by the numbers. Like I fucking knew everything I was gonna have. I just felt like it was so just trite, typical bullshit. Like, just surprised me, man. Like, I don't know. Like even the fucking alien looked like it was an alien from another movie, right?
It was
like
actually.
leftover footage from like Alien.
Here's what the movie was. It's exactly what you said, but really well executed.
Really beautiful.
So it's like it was everything by the numbers, but really well done by the numbers. But from every relationship was like, you know, it was like the dad was kind of a dick, right? But he actually was a good man, but he just didn't know how to express himself.
Yeah.
And the kid who's lost, his mother's gone, and then, you know, then they have the fat friend, and then the nerdy one. Yeah, that's the whole thing was, you know, the small town that the government's not going to tell you the secret. The sake of, like, it was everything. You've seen everything in that movie in 100 movies, and that's what was making you crazy.
Yeah, it's like all of your favorite movies in one movie.
Right.
It bummed me out, but it was well executed.
And it was even done. Period. It was even done late 70s, early 80s, so to make you feel like it's a movie from like that era, when it really is, you know, obviously a modern day movie. So the thing ended up just being this huge, like, everything you look for in movies, like blockbuster movies, but you've seen it 100 times.
Yeah, 100 times. J.J.
Abrams, yeah.
J.J. Why is his name J.J.? Like, what's his real name?
Oh, his name is actually Jimmy Jams.
Jimmy Jam. Is it really Jimmy Jam?
It's Jimmy Jams.
Jimmy Jams Abrams.
No,
This is your mother.
I have no idea. His father, I think, is really popular. You know, he made Lost and all that shit, right?
I never watched that show. I hear it's great, though.
People love Lost.
I know.
So, and then before last week, we also saw HP7.
Harry Potter 7.
And I gotta tell you, I felt like Sean Connery getting the script for Lord of the Rings, because I was just like, I don't know what's going on.
I don't understand this.
I don't understand, dog.
You were you were as angry at HP7 as I was at 8mm.
No, totally
you were
different.
Mad.
Totally different. Totally
You were
different.
raging.
No, I wasn't. No, that's not true at all. That's not true at all.
Yeah, it's not true, but you were annoyed a little bit. Quit looking at it.
That's not true at all, though.
You were upset because you didn't you didn't understand all of
Because no, I was not at all. I was upset at you for deceiving me.
Oh my god,
You deceived me.
that's rude as shit.
You should have told me to go
That's
see
rude.
6. I had seen 5, and I should have gone and seen 6 before I saw 7. It was a complete fucking disaster without seeing 6.
Babe, I didn't know that you needed to know every.
You
fucking
lied
thing.
and you deceived me on purpose.
On
Who the
purpose.
fuck did I marry?
How dare you? I tried to fucking fill you in on the Elder Wand and
Dude,
all
you're
stuff,
telling me
and
fucking
you-
shit. Even you said you had trouble following what was going on.
There's one montage in HP7
Holy
that
shit.
explains like the meaning of life, and you're like, I don't fucking. It was even hard for me, and I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd, and it was very like. It was very. Tommy was very upset that I deceived him.
There's a lot going on.
good.
That's what I'm understanding more about writing. I've been writing more.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, scripts.
Yeah.
and like loading information onto a page. You have to. There's got to be shit going on. You're telling a story as people are saying stuff.
That's hard.
And that movie has all, like, that's what I took away. I was like, there's so much information on each page of this script. They're loading it with, I mean, there's 20 stories going on, and then there's the backstory and the counter story, and what you thought was a story wasn't a story. It was really this. All that's happening with every other line of dialogue.
And the flipping and the flopping and the hipping and the hopping.
And then when Cosby comes in the third act, that really throws you for a loop, because you thought Harry Potter would have had nothing to do with Cosby.
And then Rudy and Theo come along, and
shit, yeah, it's really something.
Well, imagine how the books are. I stopped reading, up until The Goblet of Fire, because I felt absurd being like a 30-plus-year-old woman carrying around a 1,000-page children's book in airports. I felt like such a tool bag.
Yeah, the best part of that movie, like, we saw it, we were like, we'll just go like on a Tuesday night to see Harry Potter.
Yeah.
So we did, and we're like, there'll be no one here. It was packed theater, and there were maybe 4 people that were under 20. Like, the whole thing was packed with adults.
Hipsters.
Yeah.
All hip, and like the community was out. Like, we had like Dora Herrera, who owns our favorite taco shop, Yuka's, was there, and like her sisters, and like every proud gay couple in Silver Lake, and the Bears.
It was out.
Everybody was out to see Harry Potter. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was the best. I'm sad to see it's over. It was a really great movie, though. It was a nice ending to... what do they call it? I don't even call it a sequel. It's a 7-quel.
It's a 7-quel?
What do they call it for the 7 fucking movies?
I don't know.
A sesquel?
I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway.
A septral? A septral? A septral?
Someone that reminds me about Bert. We should have Bert on our mom cast.
Who's that?
Have you heard of him, Bert Kreischer?
Not a fan.
Not a fan, says my lying husband.
Seen him, not a fan.
Not a fan either. He's kind of an a-hole. Well, if he's around, we should have him in.
Yeah, sure.
He's always traveling. He's very busy these days.
With what?
A little show called Birds the Conqueror. Hello.
Why are we plugging that bullshit on our podcast?
How dare you? We mentioned Anthony Bourdain. We have to mention our buddy.
Who's our buddy?
Bert Kreischer.
No, the other guy I like more.
Oh, Andrew Zimmern?
No,
that guy's awesome. Which other guy?
Adam Richmond.
I love Adam Richmond.
Adam versus Food. He's so much better than Bert. I like him
so much better than Bert.
My order would be Anthony Bourdain, Adam Richmond, Andrew Zimmern.
Andrew Zimmern's the best. Oh,
Samantha Brown.
I love Samantha Brown.
Like 6 other people.
God, this Samantha
Then
Brown's
everybody
hilarious.
on Nat Geo, and then the Discovery Channel, and then Bert. That'd be my list.
Wait a minute, we forgot. Well, we also want every sitcom too before Bert. Like,
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
yeah,
2.5 Men.
Yeah, 2.5 Men is coming. I've never watched an episode of 2.5 Men. I've shit on it.
I've seen it
too much for somebody that never saw it, but I did watch. I guess an act. Like, I watched like 10 minutes of it one time, like half a show, and it was bad. It's not as like when people are like, that is the worst fucking show. It's just so. It's only that bad compared to how popular it is.
Oh, right.
It's you know what I mean. Like, it's not I've seen worse television for sure, but I think it's people complain. But that show's back in September. Will you tune in just to watch that first episode just out of curiosity, or no?
Curiosity, Cosby. I might. I gotta tell you, I talk a lot of shit about sitcom too, but I'm trying to think if it's just because it's like when you work in a field, you just hate everything everyone does, except for Louis. I like Louis and I like Eastbound and Down. Yeah, I'll tune in. I'll see what's up. What's up. I guess, man. I mean, just for controversy. I just hate fucking... You know, I'm trying to think of the worst sitcom ever, and I think I have it.
What is it?
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
It was one of those, like, after-school sitcoms, And it was, okay, see if you can remember this one. You had a good childhood, so you didn't watch as much TV as I did, but... Okay, it's about a girl who's actually a robot, and the dad invented this robot, and they have to keep the secret that their daughter's actually a robot.
Yes. What was it called?
It was called Small Wonder.
Small Wonder. Yeah.
That was the worst show on television. I'm pretty sure that was the shittiest show. Like,
that was on for
ever.
a while, right?
Oh, and I watched it every day. Don't
But how
forget.
many seasons do you think that went?
God damn it. At least 5. I feel like that shit was on every day, and I watched every episode, and my parents just hated it.
They hated the show?
Oh, my dad would be livid. That and Three's Company. If he ever came in and saw me watching Three's Company, he would be like, turn this fucking shit off.
Why did he hate Three's Company?
He hated it because he thought it was stupid, and he hated the laugh track, which I don't blame him, because it's fucking dumb. Okay, Small Wonder, we looked it up. 1985. I wonder what Vicky the Robot's doing now. I feel like it would be a hard role. I told 4 fucking seasons.
Yeah.
4 seasons of that piece of shit show.
I do remember this.
Do you remember?
I do remember it.
Oh, let's wait. Look how many stars it has. We're looking at it on IMDb, and it has pretty good. It's 6.5 stars. That's very generous. Remember, she would be like, "I can't get that for you."
Yeah.
That's her. That's all you had to do to be on that show. It was
her
awesome.
name?
Vicky the Robot. Vicky Lawson.
Right.
I am Vicky the Robot. Oh, she would never say that, though. She had to be like, I am just a girl. And then the boy's gay now, I think.
Now? He wasn't then? He was like...
Jamie Lawson.
I don't like cocks right now. Cocks are not for me.
I don't like cock. Wait.
Here, let's see.
Tiffany Brissett. Oh, 74.
She's young,
She's only she was 2 years older than me when she did that show.
She'd never do anything again?
Let's see what she did. Tiffany Brissett. I am Vicky the Robot. My brother touches my robot parts. That's all she did. Maybe she gave up.
She did stuff after that, but she stopped 2 years later.
I don't fucking blame her. I mean, doing that piece of shit show. Oh. Well, do you think she made enough money? I'm hoping she made enough money.
No, not for a lifetime. No.
Oh, it fucking bums me out.
No.
What about Webster? That was a great show.
Oh, yeah.
Webster was actually
How many seasons was that? I feel like that was a lot of seasons, right?
Webster, Emmanuel Lewis, is he still alive? He's one of those little people who have, like, weird disease, you know?
Yeah, he's still alive. He's got to be, right?
Is he?
It's only got 5.
Oh.
5 stars.
You didn't tell me. Small Wonder is rated higher than Webster, you guys, on IMDb. That's bullshit.
He's ex-Daily Show correspondent?
Oh, did he do...
Oh, no.
No, that's E! News, yeah. Webster, now that was a good show. Remember they used to have a dumbwaiter in that house? And I thought a dumbwaiter was, like, the coolest thing ever. And he called his mom ma'am. He didn't call her mom. Remember that? And there was a big episode where she was like, you can call me mom. That was really cute. And then the father what's his name? George Papadopoulos or some shit? Yeah. Listen, you had a better childhood than me. You don't remember the details of fucking Webster, and you shouldn't. It's depressing. I remember.
I just remember that I really wanted a Webster. I really did. I was like, there's nothing cuter than a small black boy who knows how to act right. You know, like he's not intimidating and being mean to me. He's very complacent.
Yeah. If you're a child of the 80s, there's 2 things you wanted. You wanted a gremlin. You wanted a mogwai, a mogwai and a Webster.
Yeah.
That's all your heart wanted in the 80s. And a Rubik's Cube. And Cabbage Patch Kid. Did boys have Cabbage Patch Kids? Or that was just a girl thing?
Boys had, I guess if you're young enough, you did. If you were really young, you did. But you really wanted your Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh, I loved Garbage Pail Kids. I had just notebooks full and full and full of those.
Oh, yeah. Remember how much Michael Jackson loved Webster?
Oh, yeah. God,
and look at he's whispering to him.
Giggling.
Yeah.
And nobody thought it was weird.
Him, yeah.
But nobody blinked in the 80s.
Oh, here he is now.
Oh, poor Webster.
He's not as adorable.
No.
Oh, he's punching somebody.
He kind of looks like my friend Rena
He
there.
got a tattoo?
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, he has a tattoo now, you guys, and he's fighting people.
He's all grown up.
Oh. Oh, Mommy.
No, hold on a second.
That's not... Wait a minute. That's
What?
not a Webster voice you're doing.
Yeah, it is.
I do line.
Hey. Hey, y'all, I want to get something to eat. What's in the refrigerator?
We have only hot dogs to eat, Webster.
I don't know why y'all throw it down the grill for me, man.
It doesn't sound like him. You know what was big in the 80s? Orphans. Remember Punky Brewster was an orphan?
Hold on, what's an orphan?
Well, Webster, an orphan is when your parents either abandon you or they die. They leave you alone.
Oh.
Webster, you're an orphan.
Oh,
Oh, what happened? We have
breaking
Amy
news.
Winehouse.
Dun 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 meow 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 meow. There's plenty of buzz over the question of how Amy Winehouse died. This from People.com. But the answer will not be known for some time to come. According to the police, the singer's autopsy, which took place on Monday, has not established a cause of death. Results are expected in 2 to 4 weeks after.
God.
Yeah, I always thought like if you were famous enough, they would just expedite that.
Put a rush on
Yeah,
it,
because
man.
you always hear like, we'll get the toxicology reports in 6 weeks, and you're like, Jesus,
Yeah.
can't you fucking speed it up?
Yeah.
But this is obviously a very famous person, and they're like, let's say she was not surrounded by drugs or paraphernalia when she passed away. Really?
Oh, that's more surprising than how long it's going to take to find out.
There's going to be a lot of people that are going to pull back their drug jokes about her when it turns. What if it turns out she didn't die from drugs?
I can't imagine. Maybe she died of like heart failure. I mean, she was awfully skinny and her little body was just taxed. So it could have been like, remember when Brittany Murphy died?
Yeah.
Like, didn't she die of like a heart failure or something? Just from being so like wafy and
right, but she was taking stuff too, right? And then her husband died.
yeah,
Like
a
6
month
months
later
later.
or
No,
something,
it was
right?
like 6 months later.
Oh, mommies.
That was pretty sad.
Don't do drugs, mommies. Don't do bad drugs.
Remember when you were rubbing
Just
one out
smoke
last
weed.
night to Legends of the Fall?
Legends of the Bummers.
Legends of the Pitcocks. Yeah. You were
That was
talking
a
about
great
how
movie.
dreamy he looked. That was like that's when he really came on the radar, right? And everybody was like, "Who is this son of a bitch?"
Can I tell you that Brad Pitt is every 12-year-old girl's fantasy. He's got that blonde hair and the blue eyes.
Well, and a couple of grown men's too, sister.
He's so Aryan good looking and he's really pretty. But yeah.
He's a good actor.
But
We watched that movie, you're like, he's a good actor.
He's actually a really talented guy. I see why that guy makes the big bucks and sticks it in Angelina. He deserves it.
He deserves that cooch.
He
And then-
deserves the pussy.
You asked me if I would leave you for Angelina's
You would. Would you leave me for Angelina's
snatch?
to crush some Jolinas?
Nah, babe, I'm not leaving you.
Yes, you would. You
No.
would. If the famous enough, I'm trying to think of who your thing is that you would leave me for.
Who my thing is.
Who's your person?
I don't have a person.
You like that broad in Spanglish.
Who?
Come on. The poor man's Penelope Cruz, that broad. What's her name?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
She's the poor man's version of Penelope Cruz. She's in
The
Spanglish.
poor man's Penelope Cruz.
Yes, she's not as pretty. And we had a debate one time over who's more beautiful, Penelope
Oh,
Cruz
or
her.
Salma Hayek.
No, Salma Hayek.
That's who you're talking
Salma
about.
Hayek's not in Spanglish.
I know, but that's who we had a conversation about one time.
Oh, whatever.
It was Penelope Cruz or Salma
there's
Hayek.
some broad in Spanglish. You won't
Which
tell
one
me
is
who-
Spanglish?
Ah!
What movie is
that
that?
stupid Adam Sandler movie where he has
That really narrows it down.
he has a maid. And
I
I'll
don't
fucking
remember.
Look it up.
Yeah, but Salma Hayek is hotter than Penelope Cruz.
That's stupid.
No,
That's
it's not.
wrong.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking
You're
about.
fucking wrong.
You keep your
Tom.
mouth shut when you don't know what you're talking about.
Babe, really?
Yeah,
We're
really.
gonna do this on the Moncast?
Yeah, the people need to know what's going on.
I'm trying to see my daily affirmation on my iPhone. I am the master of my creatively expanding mind.
Yeah, especially when your hands in your cooch.
Babe,
What?
listen. We need to wrap this up. We've
All right.
been talking too long.
All right, let's wrap it
these
up.
poor
Let's wrap it
people
up.
Can't fucking listen to us.
I know. Sorry to talk so long. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
We love you.
Where are you going next? Tell everybody.
This mommy is going to go do Lucy Fest August 4th through 7th. That's going to be in upstate New York, if you're in that neighborhood. And then she'll be coming to Scottsdale, Arizona the following week. Stand Up Scottsdale. So look on the website, standupscottsdale.com.
That's what's up. And I'm going to Montreal tomorrow, which will probably be today when you hear it, because this is going to be uploaded in a day. Check me out if you're in Montreal. August 4th through the 7th, I'll be at the Denver Improv. Denver, I'm coming at you. And a few weeks later, the August 22nd through the 28th, I'll be at Brad Garrett's Comedy Club in Las Vegas. So holler at your boy.
Beep, beep.
Come see me. I wanna go to the show. I wanna have that right now.
You sound just like Emmanuel Lewis.
It's my Webster impression. Hi, my mama ain't coming home. I want to see my mama real quick. All right. Bye, mommy.
Bye, mommies.